That's why a lot of people can't fathom this. They think it's the Vatican or some other power on earth. It's talking about America. Come on. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Because all the wickedness that's happening around the earth is really coming from there. Pedo rings. Yeah. There's a lot of information being brought about that now. Yeah? The whole music industry. A lot of information, a lot of people, whistleblowers, people that's coming out, certain celebrities that's exposing it. And the scripture says their own tongue shall fall upon themselves. Their own pawns that they're using is exposing them, man. Come now. And I saw, verse 6, Revelation 17:6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. So here it is, John's people have been slaughtered by that woman, and he's still attracted to her. Not that a woman could do all kind of sin, and you still wonder. Imagine that. And it doesn't mean that woman was drunken with the blood of the saints. That means that what? Slavery. They're talking about what? Even prior to that. Because we came up next. It was originally our brothers, the indigenous people of North, Central, and South America. They got slaughtered by the conquistadors and the Spaniards, man. The Mexicans. Yeah, you go into the history of the happened to the Mexicans, man. But they got butchered. They got slaughtered, man. And there was a lot of sellouts. There was a lot of guys that actually sold out, that joined the Spaniards. Yeah, because our people over there in Mexico, they were into sacrificing their own people.
Were they the Aztecs, right?
Yeah. They were into sacrificing their own people, sacrificing the poor. They took the poor and sacrificed them to their sun god or whatever. And a lot of them poor, they joined the token white man. I said, man, fuck these motherfuckers, I'm gonna join them.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. A lot of people, they were oppressing the poor ones of their own people.
I shall be equal towards thine own brother.
You know what I'm saying? And that's when you had a lot of sellouts, man. You had a lot of sellouts among our people that joined Esau to conquer their own people. You had a lot of that going on, because you don't think that our people were all in peace with one another. There was a lot of wars amongst the tribes that over there, man. There was a lot of wars. A lot of our people that say if I'm in war with you, I've got beef with you. And the white man say, listen, come, you join up and conquer them. That's what happened a lot of the time, man. Nothing new.
Niggas then, niggas now.
Yeah. But when Esau played it smartly like the serpent that he is, or forked tongue, right? And he eventually got his way because that was his portion. It was his time. It was his time to rule. So what did he do? He slaughtered our people. They took the whole land, and then our people came next.
And the blood, the earth swallowed the blood of the saints. That's why the scriptures say you're not supposed to defile the land with blood.
When the scripture says Judah and Israel were oppressed together. So what scripture is that, Art, man? Forget.
I'll try and find it.
Israel oppressed together. Yeah.
Book of Jeremiah 50, verse 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together,
Right.
and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
That shows you that our modern day oppressors is modern day Egypt.
One day Pharaoh.
Because what did Pharaoh say? What did Moses say? He said, "Let my people go." So how are they keeping us hostage? By way of this whole the oppression, right?
Denying us of our heritage.
And
our
then,
history.
exactly, because what do they say? Because the Esau Edom, they know. How do they know that we can be free from them? We have to turn back to the living power.
Yeah.
Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We need to know the truth.
Then you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
But they don't want us to know the truth. They've been trying to hide the truth from us from a long time. That's what the scripture says, our enemies shall be found liars unto you. Their enemies will be liars, man. So they don't want us to be free. They don't want our kingdom of heaven to come down on planet Earth. Why? Because they know that that would be bad. That would be the end of them.
Yeah.
So they don't want to let us go. If we get freed, that's the end of them.
Yeah, look, that is so spiritual. You said it, because let me read it in 34 now. Because they don't want us to know about the Redeemer. It says, the Redeemer is strong.
Read what you had before and read it to me.
The book of Jeremiah 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Right.
And all that took them captives held them fast, they refused to let them go.
Right, stop there. Right, we are pressed together. Now, what captivity were we oppressed together? Now, I don't want to change topic. Change the topic. But now, when you go into the history, Israel is who? The northern kingdom. Judah is the southern kingdom. What captivity were we oppressed together? Because if you look at the Assyrian captivity, the Assyrians took the northern kingdom. Just the northern kingdom. Just them. The historical account is in Chronicles. They just took the Samaria. Right? During the time of I believe it's Sennacherib. Sennacherib II, if I'm not mistaken. Right? So they were taken, and after that captivity, they took it upon themselves to go to another country. So after the Assyrian captivity, they left the Middle East and migrated to what is now called the Americas.
You see?
So the only tribes that were left in the Middle East at the time was us, the Southern Kingdom. So that's why we had, after the Assyrian captivity, what did you have next? The Babylonian captivity. Which they came and conquered our people, because it was Jeremiah that was prophesying during that time. Because by that time, Israel would, there's no mention of Israel at that time. Fucking demon. When you go into it, during the time of Jeremiah, Judah is only mentioned. Israel's not mentioned, because Israel had already migrated.
That's deep, brother. That's deep. That's deep.
It's only talking about Judah during the book of Jeremiah. Why is that? Why? Because Israel, the northern kingdom, they don't left the scene. So what happened after the Babylonian captivity? Cyrus came in and issued a decree that we rebuild the temple. What tribes are there? Again, us, Judah, the southern kingdom. Israel had already migrated, man. Then what happened after that? You had what? The Greco Empire, the Greeks. Who was conquered? Judah. What happened to Israel? They was already done long time ago. The Romans. What happened to where's Israel? Where's the northern kingdom? They had already gone long time ago. That's why you had the Jews. It was all about the Jews at that time, because they were the only tribes there. That was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You see?
That's why
You see what I'm saying?
They call them the lost tribes.
You see what I'm saying?
8 lost, man.
So what captivity, going back to the point, Judah and Israel were oppressed together. So what captivity were we oppressed together? The one that we're in right now, which is the Western Hemisphere. Because if you look at it, when the so-called white man came and took our people as slaves from the western coast of Africa and placed us over into the Americas, a lot of the southern kingdom, which is the so-called Negro tribes, we were intermixing with the indigenous people there, man. We're intermixing amongst them. A lot of the southern kingdom, we fought with the northern kingdom against the so-called white man. If you do the research, man. So that's the only time where we were actually oppressed together. Was over here in this American captivity. Babylon the Great.
Second Egypt.
Right. So read that verse again, Salakio.
Right. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord our power of hosts. The children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together.
Right.
And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go.
Right. Come on.
Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord our power of hosts. Jeremiah 34. Jeremiah 50 verse 34. Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord our power of hosts is his name.
Right.
He shall thoroughly plead their cause,
Right.
that he may give rest to the land.
What does the word plead mean?
Judge.
Right.
Not beg, judge.
The Lord going to judge our cause. Right. Come on now.
That he may give rest to the land.
Right.
And disquiet disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon.
Right. See? There you go. There you go, man. Okay.
Disquit or disquiet?
Disquiet.
Disquiet.
Yeah, because it all goes back to Revelation 17, where we read how she was drunken with the blood of the saints, man. Okay, and with the martyrs of Yahweh Shai. Hey man, there was that one clip where the guy from ISUPK, and that's when I was inspired.
Okay.
I put it on the brothers group chat, man. And ISUPK, he's on at the time. I don't know. You know, the guy suppose he's smoking weed and shit. But that's how I was first inspired when I watched that clip. How he cussing out this Edomite woman, man. She came up in peace and love and daffodils and that. Man, he burned her down to the ground with the facts, man. He's telling this on the bones of the Mexicans, on the bones of the slaves, on the bones of the Indians, on the bones of all the poor people that your forefather killed so you could go to school, so you could go to uni, so you could get high, so you can live a good life like Pamela Anderson in America. And then she's like, oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. And she started crying. Right? When I watched that was a powerful, that's what, because remember, I was in the world at the time.
Yes.
And when you're a nigga in the world, you never seen no strong man, so-called a brother, a black man that stand up for what's right.
Yeah.
You see niggas like gang niggas, man. Nah, wicked niggas. And you don't respect them. But when you see a man that stand up against white people and stand up, like, you know what I mean? So when you see that, you're like, wow. And that's when I really took this truth, man. It impressed me. But I was putting under ISUPK, right? But that's an example of how Israel and Judah were oppressed together. By who? The so-called white man. Over here in what this Western Hemisphere, America. Okay? You have to do the research. You gotta do it. You go into the different four beasts. We were never oppressed together. We was never oppressed together. But until what? The 10 horns. And the little horn that spake the blasphemies. That's when we were oppressed together in America. This modern day Roman Empire. And America is spearheading that beast, that woman, that's that woman on that hole, that woman on that system. That's when we were oppressed together.
Right.
P6. Yeah, but remember, we're going to that woman because she's that hole on the left-hand side. But now you got that, because we're that hole on we're on the right-hand side. We're still a hole. Yeah. Committing adultery against the Most High. We was a hole too. We was riding that beast too. Right? Because we were hoes, man. We're a nation of hoes. Got our legs open to every nation under heaven. That's what it says the Most High gave us to worship wood and stone. Yeah. Still worshiping, we were committing adultery of all these different philosophies. And we left our true love. But then you have the elect. What are they doing? They're seeking him whom our soul loveth, man. Yeah. We're trying to go back to our first husband. We're trying to go back. We're trying to go back, man, to our first husband. Because we realized that, man, we've been hoeing for so long. It's like, hey, shit, right, man.
Because remember,
so let me go back to my first husband and beg forgiveness.
Right.
Let me beg forgiveness.
You're filthy
a contrite mind. But you see, the rest of our people, they want to continue being hoes, man. They still want to ride the beast.
Yeah. Ride it to the wheels fall off.
Right. And you see that judgment.
Yeah, I don't want to be rude to them, but they want to ride the beast, although she's seen her period. Nasty.
That's all new levels.
That is nasty. You know what I mean?
That's what they want to do, yeah.
You know?
Right. Tell me what you mean when you say that.
She's that filthy rat, man. That filthy rat.
Right,
so when you talk about the filthy rat, we're talking about what? A woman. That's it. You see?
Dash rats.
Right, yeah. Filth, man.
Yeah.
You're not monthly.
And a man will still run up in there. You know what I mean?
That's disgusting.
That's disgusting. It is. It is disgusting.
There's a lot of men out there who do that.
No, but that's why I said it to you. Man, do it, man.
It's true.
Right?
When a woman tells you that, you don't touch her, man.
You don't touch your period.
That's
Man,
nasty.
and that proves how this world is so wicked and defiant. These men still do go ahead and do those things.
You know what? So like, you just brought something back to my memory. I saw a YouTube video one time called these witches, and they were talking about making menstrual cakes out of their blood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I heard that.
Disgusting shit.
I heard that.
No, it was placebo cakes. I saw that one. It could have been another one you saw.
No, but they can make it with that placenta.
Placenta.
Or they can make it with their menstrual blood as well. It's absolutely wild.
That is disgusting.
But I think that's their witchcraft, isn't it?
Yeah, witchcraft.
That's how they make a man fall.
Oh, yeah.
Or they mix it in with their, like, they make the rice and the chicken and stuff, and then put a little bit in there, and they call it tying it down.
Oh, I was just about to say that, right?
Wow.
You have women. You have to be careful, and this is an old thing, right? Back in the Caribbean, years ago, they had this Jamaican song called "A Woman Tying You in Rice and Peas." Right? It's so funny, and it's a true song because what women would do, you have to be careful who you eat from, because when these women that cook for you, they do all kind of witchcraft. They actually could cook the food and steam. They put this thing under their body and steam, put all the menstrual stuff coming out of their body into the food. And then give it to you on the plate, look pretty, with the salad, the coleslaw, everything. And you're eating it, and then you get
And the
That's
woman
the
will
thing.
sit there knowing you're eating that.
No,
Yeah.
you're eating
I won't
it.
say nothing.
Won't say nothing. Because she wants to tie you. When we say tie you, she wants to grab you in, hook you into her, and you can't leave her.
You can't see no other woman.
You
but
can't
her.
see no other woman. It's witchcraft. She's doing that to hold you in. And you're wondering why I can't let go of this woman, treat me like shit, and I can't let go of this woman.
Because you done digested her internal parts, man.
Right, and hold on, then you go. Not even that. You're going to dinner the next day again. You're going to dinner to her the next day, and she's doing the same thing over and over again.
Fresh soup.
Yeah,
Fresh
bro.
soup.
That's why a lot of women say the way to a man's heart is the stomach. The stomach. They know.
They know, because we all love food. We love to be fed and served.
This says marvel not if you trespass against you. Don't be surprised. You woman cooking your food, man. You gotta make the dog test the food first, man. Before you take it.
And the dog keel over. The dog keel over. Yeah, bitch.
That killed me. I'm telling you, man. That's certain death.
But it's funny because there's certain kings that used to do the same thing. I don't know which
They used to have tasters.
tasters,
yeah.
right? Before the butler serves him, he goes, "Yeah, you taste first." And he's poisoned. Like, you did a good job. You did a good job.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it's true. Tasters, man. Tasters.
Oh,
This is serious stuff.
that's crazy. That's crazy. You got some? Who
Yeah.
read it? Go on.
Back in Revelation 17. Next verse is and yeah, verse 7, 17 and 7. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
Wait. So, the whole point of why I'm bringing this up, because really, I want to try to bring out the whole scripture.
Can't.
But we were going into the point of what's it? Let me get it. I was going into Corinthians, how it talks about. Actually, it was Revelations 14 about you're not defiled with women. Yeah. Remember?
Yeah, because we were talking about it's not literal women, it's spiritual.
Yeah. So this 2 Corinthians 11, verse 2. For I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, right? Because again, like a jealousy is the rage of a man. Right? If you find out that your woman's getting popped by another man, what you looking to do? You looking to kill that man, right? Can you do that now? No. That's why Paul said, listen, you're going to have trouble in the flesh. It's better if you don't have a woman. It is best to stay that way. Then again, we're in the flesh. There's always that conflict.
Yep.
If you're burning, go do your thing. You have a little prostitute there, we went into that. Go and do your thing, man. That might be contrary to the philosophy of the world. Well, fuck the world, man.
Right?
You should hold our middle finger up to the world, man.
Hold them both up, man.
That's what I'm saying. Guns blazing.
Yeah.
Right? Do your thing because you're a man. That's what I'm saying. That's how you become a man. If you want to be a man, you gotta listen. You can do that, man. Because this world is all about trying to effeminize you. Oh, you can't do that. Right?
You have to be softly spoken.
Yeah.
You've got to respect women's rights.
Yeah, you're be faithful to your wife.
Yeah.
What's it? Happy wife, happy
Happy
life.
life.
No,
Except for them
fucking,
guys
you're
who
fucking
bring that up
bullshit, man.
against
It's effeminizing you, man. And that's an oppression. That's oppression. That's oppressing the true nature of a man. That's oppression. That should make you wise. I mean, that should make you a man.
Mad. Surely oppression makes a wise man mad.
That's oppression. When you wake up to this knowledge, you're like a man. You get angry, man. You're like, wow, it's all trying to effeminize you.
Yeah.
You get angry at it. And you realize as a man, It's a man's right to do that. You can do that. So it says, let me get that. It's in Proverbs. No. Love it. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 32. For whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. That's mad, because it destroyeth his own soul. And you say to yourself, how can that destroy your own soul? Because you're defiant. When you do wickedness, man, when you do evil, you're doing it to yourself. You're defiling yourself. You think that you're harming somebody else and saying, yeah, I'm fucking the next man's girl. I'm this, I'm that, yeah.
Pleasure.
Yeah, pleasure. But you're violating yourself. You're destroying your own purity.
And to prove that, Elder, if you turn it the other way around, he won't like that be done to him.
Yeah.
He wouldn't like
Exactly.
to be done to him, you know?
Yeah.
Right? So he's doing it to another man,
Yeah.
but he won't let it be done to, it can't be right. He's not
Yeah.
right in it.
Yeah.
Yeah? So are you saying he's destroying himself?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yes.
You see? He wouldn't like it to be done to him.
No way. So he knows better.
You know? You're harming your own soul. You're dishonoring yourself when you do those type of things. Right? So it says, a wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. That's the point.
You see?
For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom. Neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Yeah, see, when you dishonor another man, he don't give a fuck, man. He wants blood. You don't defile this woman, man. Because that's like a cuckold. The cuckold is like when a man is witnessing his woman getting smashed by another man. And you just standing there and you don't do nothing. You get pleasure out of seeing another man smashing your woman. Yeah, that does something to a man. You're not a man. You're not a man no more. You're a man, you put that other guy to death. And the woman too. And the woman too. Jealousy is the rage of a man. That's how some women play with a man's jealousy. They try to play with his jealousy. Because they know they can, in this wicked world, they can get away with it.
True.
If you play with a man's right is to put you to death. And this is why the white man has to go. He has to be taken out. Because he legalized, the scriptures talk about he framing for mischief by law. His laws are mischievous, man. It's not right. Warranty him that say evil is good and good is evil.